Hey, welcome back! It's time for another Booktube Tuesday. And today I'm going to be talking again about a book I've just read that I really enjoyed, a book I'm in the middle of reading, and a book that I'm excited to read. So, I just finished a middle grade historical fiction novel by Alan Gratz entitled Refugee. It was a fascinating story that had 3 parts to it. It alternated between 3 different families, all 3 of them refugees from disasters in their homeland. The first was a Jewish family in the middle of World War II who was trying to escape from Germany. The second is a family attempting to escape from Cuba under Fidel Castro. And the third was a Syrian family trying to flee from civil war and violence going all around in their homeland. These 3 stories are in different time periods, but they all mirror each other and show the struggles of a family who has lost everything. Their whole home has been destroyed. And then they have a painful journey trying to find a place of safety and security where they can settle down again. Finally, even in settling down, they aren't always accepted where they try to make a home. Alan Gratz does a beautiful job of weaving all 3 of these stories together and drawing connections between them. It's a beautifully told story, and it focuses on how easy it is to overlook and ignore those people who are struggling like this. Alan Gratz does a wonderful job of bringing home the empathy and helping us to truly relate to these characters in their diverse backgrounds and experiences. The characters are rich and lovable and comic and heartbreaking. There were a couple moments in this book that really caused me to tear up. It's a wonderful book, and I highly recommend it. Next, a book I'm currently reading. I've managed to get this far in my life without reading James Baldwin, something I feel somewhat guilty for, so I'm finally picking up one of his novels, and I'm reading If Beale Street Could Talk. James Baldwin is a famous African-American writer from the 40s, 50s, and 60s, and since I've read so much about him and heard so much about him without ever having read him, I'm trying to finally rectify that. This novel is about a girl and a guy, and it's a love story, but it's a love story fraught with complication and difficulty. They're in love and they were planning on marrying, and Tish is pregnant, but Lonnie's been thrown in jail, falsely accused of a crime. How is Tish going to deal with this? How is their love going to continue in their circumstance? Already the characters seem very rich and complicated, and I'm excited to finish this book. And now a book that I'm excited to read that I haven't read yet. And that is The Professor in a Cage by Jonathan Gottschall. Gottschall wrote another book called The Storytelling Animal, and it's all about why human beings tell stories. And I absolutely loved that book and ate it up. It's non-fiction. This book is also non-fiction. The premise is based upon Jonathan Gottschall's own life. He's a professor, he's an English teacher, and just kind of going about his own humdrum way, and he looks out the window at these people who are doing mixed martial arts and cage fighting, and he says, I wonder why people do that. I almost want to try it out. And so he goes and throws himself in the cage and tries out some of the fighting to explore why human beings enjoy violence. And what really is the nature of violence. Although this book has been out for a few years, it's new to me and I'm excited to give it a try because I loved his other work. Thanks for watching, keep reading, try lots of new stuff, and I will see you next week with 3 more books. Bye-bye.